As head of the Order of the Star, the shy young man plunged into his work. He wrote numerous books and articles for Star publications. There were lectures to give and meetings to attend. The brothers undertook a heavy schedule, speaking in India, England, Australia, and Europe. These travels became a heavy strain on Nietzsche. He became ill and was diagnosed as having tuberculosis. California was suggested as having a healthful climate for consumptives and an ideal place for recovery. In the summer of 1922, the loan of a small cottage in the Ojai Valley brought the young men to America for the first time. Writing to Mrs. Besant, Nietzsche described their new surroundings. In a long, narrow valley of apricot orchards and orange groves is our home, and the hot sun shines day after day to remind us of Adyar. The Indians call our valley the Ojai, or the Nest, and for centuries they must have sought it as a refuge. For a time, Nietzsche seemed to recover, but perhaps best of all, they were alone. Privacy had been a luxury denied them since childhood, but now in the silence of the valley, Krishnamurti had an opportunity to be with himself. He walked alone in the hills, climbing through orange groves and scrub brush. As the days passed, a strange uneasiness seized him. He became ill and complained of intense pain and suffocating heat. There were periods of unconsciousness as the strange process reached its peak. Agitated and feverish, he insisted on walking alone, but was urged instead to rest under a young pepper tree that stood near the cottage. It was there, in the stillness of the night, that a transcendent event took place that shook his life to its foundations.
I could feel the wind passing through the trees and the little ant on the blade of grass. I could feel the birds, the dust, and every noise was a part of me. I was in everything, or rather everything was in me. I was supremely happy, for I had seen. Nothing could ever be the same. I have drunk at the clear and pure waters of the fountain of life, and my thirst was appeased. Never more could I be thirsty. Never more could I be in utter darkness. I have touched the compassion which heals all sorrow and suffering. It is not for myself, but for the world.
To describe his new perceptions, Krishnamurti embarked on a worldwide speaking tour. The change was unmistakable.
Everywhere, among all people, there is a search for something hidden, for some realization which will give greater knowledge, greater vision, greater understanding, and this the people call truth. They think that truth lies hidden in some distant place, away from life, away from joy, away from sorrow. But truth is life itself. And with an understanding of life, there is born an understanding of truth.